right, now this is a 1986 Chevrolet Monte Carlo Aero Coupe. It was driven, the last person to drive it was Neil Bonnett. And I've been told that Terry Labonté drove it and Darrell Waltrip drove it. I've driven it at Darlington. I let my cousin and a friend of mine drive it there also a couple times. We drove it at Rockingham, and I was probably the last real NASCAR to drive at Rockingham. After we drove, they shut the track down. And the car handles great, outstanding car. And again, it was driven last person by Neil Bonnett. The car originally, I think, was a coupe, and it was just a regular car and with a flat back glass. And then when they went to the Aero coupes, they put this plexiglass window in, and then they put a piece of metal in here, and they took the trunk lid and cut it in half and put it back here, because you can see all that work being done when you open the trunk up on it. This, you can see the workmanship, how they cut it and all this, and how they built this. This is it in the factory. This is a 1-inch square tubing here. But the car has the dry sump oil system in it. I had to put a new fuel cell to race at Rockingham, a small one. I think that's only 15 gallons, but the car was an outstanding runner. You can see how it cut across the trunk lid here to put this in. I talked to Junior Johnson. He said he thought it was one of his cars. Originally in '86, when Neil Bonnett drove it last year, the car was completely red and it had Bud on the hood. Well, I preferred the red, white, and blue color scheme that Darrell Waltrip used in that year. This car was red, white, and blue, and when we sanded it down, took it down to the bottom, and redid the body work, you could see the red, white, and blue. The interior is all red, and where I'm going with this, I made a mistake. I should have painted it all red back to the Bud car, but it was only 1 year that it was red, and that was in '86. Okay, I don't drive it, race it anymore as the other Monte Carlo. Reason being is there's no place to race on the East Coast. These cars aren't road racers, they're oval tracks. So in order to make them road racer, you'd have to change everything underneath them. I'm not going to do that. This one, also, the neat thing about this one is this was one of the last years that they, that's bent, don't worry about it, that they used the real body panels. This is, the body panels are steel. They're from a Monte Carlo. They got the headlight or turn signal lights on the inside. You can see them up front. They're very difficult to see here. And so it's an original, real car that they cut up to make a race car. The car, as far as I could tell, had never been wrecked. If it has, it was minor. This car was also used in the movie 3, which was a ESPN movie that didn't have a lot of viewership. It was about Dale Earnhardt. Car handled perfect, ran good, no problems with the car. It's unfortunate that I can't race them, but it comes with the territory. So very nice car, very proud of it, both of them.